of my fiance's minions.
Samore Love bugs, you have now tuned into my Black Ink Crew recap. Guys, be sure to subscribe to this channel. It is on and poppin'. We got Empire, we got Bad Girls Club. We are doing it. Also, be sure to share this video wherever you like to share videos. And don't forget to check out my other channel, which is Samore Love TV, so that you'd be able to know and see all the other videos, the amazing videos that I do. I did want to do some shout outs. Oh, I don't have my locks that I had last week. I was loving that hairstyle. Too bad I have to do so many hair reviews. Okay, so shout out to Nellie Watkins. Shout out to you for checking out my last recap that I did on Black Ink Crew. And also to Frank Gibson. And thank you for enjoying my videos. So now let me get back into the other page so I can have my little notes here. Alright, so Ceasar, he was upset because of the whole incident that had went down. You know, he got arrested, but it was like crazy because the whole squad was there. It doesn't take 10 to 20 cops to take someone in because of child support. That was just ridiculous. Excuse me. And I'm not one that is for anyone who's not taking care of their children, because I have my own issues in regards to that. But the way that they took him, it wasn't cool at all. And Dutchess, she was feeling some type of way about it, but she's like, at the end of the day, she's not spending any of her money in order to take care of him or anything like that, because she got her own issues she's working on, which is getting her shop open. So she's like, I hope he got it, because it ain't coming out of my pockets. That's just how it is. Ceasar's client was upset because she said she came all the way from California. And I mean, anybody in their right mind would have been upset, especially if she did it just so she can get a tattoo there. Like, that's unbelievable. That's crazy. She said it was burning. She's like, I don't think it's supposed to do this. She told to come and wrap it up or do something to it, because she was just livid. She was like, yo, I can't believe that I came all the way from Cali. Let's go back to Cali because this is crazy. I'd have been pissed too if I would have traveled halfway across the country and a man getting locked up. That is freaking ridiculous. So Dutchess, like I said, she came back and everything. She's back on the scene, as we know. Teddy, he isn't too happy because he's like, he just got this new position. Teddy got a job, y'all. It was funny because I had wrote on Ashley Miller's recap, like when she had mentioned something about how Teddy finally got a job. I'm like, yes, this reminds me of back in the days. Martin. Remember when Tommy used to always say he got a job, and they used to be like, you ain't got no job, Tommy. That's what it kind of reminded me of. Now he finally got a name and a title. You gotta go ahead. He in the credits, looking all handsome and everything. He's a cutie, ain't he? So anyways, he was there, and he was just upset about everything about Ceasar getting locked up. He's like, this messes up the reputation. Word of mouth goes real far because there was clients there and everything else. And he's trying to hold on to his job. He don't want the place getting shut down again, but like for real this time, because of stuff like this happening. Puma has moved even closer to me, honey. He is like a few blocks away now. I'm like, I don't know if y'all remember. Some of y'all might if you had my channel before it was gone. There was a time when I think I re-uploaded it. There was ones where I went over to the shop. I met some of the people that were there. It was pretty cool. It was a nice little experience. I should have got a tattoo there. And I'm thinking about it because I'm kind of overdue for a new tattoo. I'm just like, oh, I have to sit down for hours in order to get a tattoo done. And I'm just like, when I think about that part, that's what kind of deters me. Plus, I got to get my paper up because them tattoos cost money. I think I spent about $1,000 just on these little bit of tattoos that I have right here. So I'm assuming that they're probably going to be kind of up there too, especially because they're getting their names out there, and plus Puma's attached to it. But yeah, he's right there on 135th, I think he said, in 7th Avenue. That is not far at all. So he got a new crew. He has some tattoo artists that they showed some of their work, and they look like they do some good tattoos, especially on dark skin. You know, that's not always that common everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are some people that they try, but it doesn't come out as vivid. It doesn't come out as lifelike as it would come out on lighter skin. And Sassy, she's his ride or die. Like, that's a true friend right there. She been with him through thick and thin, regardless. Like, even when he does something wrong, she lets him know what he did wrong, and she gives him some insightful thoughts and things and ways to make things better. But she's down for him. That's a real true friend right there. I wonder if she's with that girl still. Remember that girl she was with last season, the one with the bald head? I actually seen her when I went to the club last year for my friend's birthday back in August. It was cool. She was like, yes, that's me. She was happy we knew who she was. People was like, oh, can I get a picture? I was like, I'm not gonna be a groupie, sorry. But nah, she was real nice though. I like that about her. So Dutchess, she walks back into Black Ink, and everybody's just looking like, okay, like, hey, what's up? Like, they didn't seem enthusiastic. They weren't jumping for joy because she came back to New York. They were all more so like, okay. And she was like being real standoffish too. I'm like, yo, I'm seconds away from seeing her and Sky have a fight. Like, I feel like they are bound to have a fight at some point, because the stuff she be saying is real low-key shady. Not even low-key, it's high-key, if that's even a way you talk. Because y'all know I don't know all the hood terminology, but I feel like that is just straight, okay, we're going to say straight up shady. That's how I feel like she is. And the stuff she be saying, like, behind the scenes, like, if I was Sky, I would kind of feel some type of way. And you know, Sky is the type, she seemed like she's a Gemini or a Scorpio. I'm not really sure which one she is, but she seemed like the type that certain things you say, she's going to catch that shade, and you only get, like, but so many chances to F her over before she gets to that point where she's just, like, over you, and you become the enemy. All right, so Teddy, he invites or he hires a new artist because, you know, he's a manager. He can do those types of things. He has that executive authority now. So he invites somebody, a female, and I feel like I've seen her before. So she can be part of their crew. Her name is Melody. She's from Florida. She's biracial. Her mother is from Georgia, a white country girl, and her dad is black from New York. And she's struggled with her identity because of that. And she says that she's a damn good artist. She seems very confident. She's about her business, about her work, and she wants to get down with the lowdown. Get down with the lowdown? I don't know if that makes sense, but y'all know what I'm talking about. She wants to be part of the crew so that she can get up in the industry. She doesn't think this might be the best move for her, but she's willing to give it a shot so she can put her work out there and let people know who she is. And the thing about it is that she looks so much like, she reminds you, she doesn't really look like Dutchess, but she reminds you of Dutchess. She got that high yellow skin, as people would say, or, you know, like a lighter complexion of black. And she has locks just like she does. And she has lots of tattoos. Did she have lots of tattoos? Yeah. And she had piercings. So it kind of reminds you of Dutchess. So it's like, But yeah, she did one tattoo while she was there, and it was just amazing. I feel like I saw her on like America's Next Top Model or something. I don't know why. Maybe I could be wrong, but I feel like I've seen her on another reality show. But yeah. Anyway, so when Ceasar, he told Dutchess that the reason why he ended up in jail is because his baby mother has this vendetta out for him. And she kind of hates him. She's like a stalking ass bee. And she raised the child support. She raised it. I guess she knows that he makes more money. She found out through the grapevine. I mean, you're on TV. She knows that you make pretty good money. And if you Google it, once you're on TV, I think you can kind of Google people's income or something along those lines. So she knows that he makes more money. She went for an increase, but supposedly she lied and said that she got him served when she didn't. that's something that's real major. In order to have a court date is you have to get the person served first. Otherwise, they'll throw the case out. So because she lied and said she did, that's why they came strong for him like that. So, I don't know. I mean, he definitely got to do what he got to do so that Dutchess doesn't get affected, especially because she's about to be his wife. Those things can trickle over to your spouse if you're not doing what you got to do. So, yeah, craziness. She's just like, but she better not tap into my pockets. That's all. When Ceasar comes into the shop and he sees Melody there, he was just kind of like, who is this? Like, he was like so rude, and the way he was talking, I'm like, you can't talk to everybody like that. Just because you're used to talking to your crew like that, those are people that you probably either grew up with, you met in the hood, or whatever. So you can talk to them like that, and you've known them for years. But her, she's just coming in, she's brand spanking new, and you coming at her on some, oh, you know, who are you? What you doing here? Who hired you? This and that. Like, coming at her crazy. So she was like, I'm the best tattoo artist that ever walked through these doors. And he was like, what? Like, he just flipped out. Like, that is so unprofessional. And if he gets somebody like her, he can definitely end up with a lawsuit the way he be talking to people. What is that? It's all kind of things. And I'm in HR. I should know these things. But at the moment, I'm just not thinking about the actual laws and codes and things like that. So, but yeah, you can definitely get yourself into some trouble talking to people like that. And finally, and then she didn't even get a warning. I mean, he didn't officially hire her, so I guess she wasn't really on payroll. But I'm like, you know, there was no warning. There was no reason for termination or anything like that. Like, it's so unprofessional. And then Teddy, he gets upset because he's lost as far as the role that he's playing in the job. He's like, you told me that I'm the manager, I'm the second in command, this, that, and the third. But now it's starting to seem like it's just a title, because once he's trying to make an executive action, kind of like the president be trying to do, they shut him down. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing that happened with Teddy. He shut him down. And he's like, you can't be talking to people like that. He's like, that's where you're messing up at. You're supposed to be a boss. He's like, yeah, I'm the boss. I can do without. No. In order to be a boss, like, he needs to take some classes, some what is it? Some being in charge classes, because he is not doing a good job. It's just these people have allowed him to do so because they need and want these positions that they have. So he's gotten comfortable and used to it. I mean, a lot of times they don't listen to him. I've noticed that. Like, he'll say something like, come in early, and nobody comes in early. That's why some of the people got fired from before. Remember that girl that got fired? But still, at the end of the day, like, you have to lead by example, and I don't feel like that's something that he's been doing at all. But that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm hoping that Melody comes back. I mean, she made one little appearance and that was it, unless she walks down the street and ends up over there on 135 and 7. She might just end up in, damn, I didn't write down the name of his store. I think it's Inc. 2 or something like that. But yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Puma, knocking on your door. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. And don't forget to comment down below, okay? I'll see you in the next one. Later.